This is a very strong allegation. This is really a very strong allegation. Could this be a new strategy by the opposition?
It is said that Labour should inspect the Bivas. Inspection is not tampering with the Bivas. And they came and were insisting that they were going to tamper with the Bivas. And you know the Electoral Act said that the Bivas should not be tampered with, except the Inec, who has the order, who were empowered constitutionally to deal with the Bivas. And we all were here, we said no, that it's not going to happen.
So guys, we all know what is happening in Enugu State. From all indication, the Labour Party is about to take over the leadership of Enugu State government. And you can see them coming up all of a sudden with this kind of allegation. Is it possible for a political party to tamper with the Bivas? It's not possible. It's only Inec that has that authority. And we all know that even when Inec told us that they wanted to reconfigure the Bivas, they went to court to obtain permission. So I wonder if a political party can tamper with the Bivas. Is this not just an allegation to damage the image of the Labour Party? So guys, you can see the funny strategy they are wanting to follow. I'm going to allow you watch this video. Just take your time, watch this video to the end and drop your thoughts in the comment section below.
14 political parties in Enugu State have protested what they describe as an attempt by the Labour Party to tamper with the bimodal voter accreditation system, that's also known as Bivas machines, used in the conduct of the March 18, 2023 governorship election. The party said that contrary to the court's order that the Labour Party and its governorship candidate be allowed to inspect the machines, LP wanted to tamper with them in violation of the law. Addressing newsmen at Inec's state headquarters in Enugu on Wednesday, one of the 14 party chairmen present and a gubernatorial candidate in the March 18 election, that's Dr. Afam Ani of the All People's Party, APP, said, and I quote, "We were invited by Inec for Bivas inspection because a court gave an order that the LP should come and inspect the Bivas today. But we actually came here yesterday. However, the LP insisted it was not going to hold and it was shifted to today," end of quote.
Inec complied with the order of the court by bringing out the Bivas. They went inside the store, searched for the correct ones according to the court's directive, and brought them out. And at the end of the day, the directive said that Labour should inspect the Bivas. Inspection is not tampering with the Bivas. And they came and were insisting that they were going to tamper with the Bivas. And you know the Electoral Act said that the Bivas should not be tampered with, except the Inec, who has the order, who were empowered constitutionally to deal with the Bivas. And we all were here, we said no, that it's not going to happen. And because of the numerous rascality that the Labour Party has been exhibiting in the Enugu State, and we witnessed them today here, and it was so awful. We are here to say that Inec played their part according to what they're supposed to do. We, the political parties as well, were here. We played our part too, because we were here to see, to observe what was going to happen. And we observed that the thing was done according to what the directive of the court said.
What we have observed is that the Bivas have been inspected. And that is what. So we are happy with the Inec that they have complied with court order by bringing out the Bivas for inspection, and the inspection has been conducted.
Of course, on that, Action People's Party Chairman and governorship candidate Enugu State, Dr. Afam Ani, joins us from Enugu, Southeast Nigeria, to discuss the allegations by a coalition of 14 political parties in the state on Labour Party tampering with Inec Bivas machine politics in Enugu State, and of course efforts by Igbo leaders to reclaim the Southeast from non-state actor. Dr. Ani, it's good to have you with us on Newsday.
Good afternoon.
All right, Dr. Ani, so Labour Party says Inec hasn't complied with a court order regarding the Bivas used in March 18th governorship election in Enugu. And of course, 14 other parties, including yours, insist Inec did. I'd like your take on that as well.
Well, thank you so much. The issue on ground here is that the INEC got a court order, and they really complied by the order of the court by bringing out the Bivas from the store. And the court order said, inspect the Bivas. If you check the court order in paragraph 8 of the court order, it says that they have been given order to inspect the Bivas. And here they are trying to say that they came to say that they will open up the Bivas, operate it, which is against the electoral law. And that was why the 14 political parties stood their ground and said it's not going to happen. Because when you tamper with the Bivas machine, you can tamper with the scores on the Bivas machine or do anything there that will now bring problem at the end of the day in order to favor them in the court. So let them just allow the Bivas the way they are and then make sure that the numbers there are still accurate as they were, because everything in the Bivas has been given out to the law. PDP has, my party has, every other party has. So if you allow them to tamper with the Bivas, that means that they will change anything there, which may now bring up problem at the end of the day.
Noted, Dr. Ani. Now, of course, the two words that I've been hearing are inspection and tampering. And you're insisting that what's going on with the Labour Party is a tampering with the Bivas machines. But what metrics are you using to determine that this is actually a case of tampering and not inspection? And is that your call to make?
Thank you. When the court says inspection, we all know what inspection means here. They didn't say open it, operate on it. Inspection is different from touching the Bivas and then operating on it. Now, when you come to what the court says, in my own opinion, I thought they will come meet the INEC ICT officials who will now in turn open up the Bivas for them, for whatever they want to check, for them to check, take the records and take it back to the court. But they brought in somebody we do not even know, who has nothing to do with INEC office, a different person altogether, who just came from nowhere, who you don't know whether he's what would I call it, a criminal or whatever, I don't know, to just come and be tampering with the INEC Bivas machine. I mean, it is very wrong in the eyes of the law. That was why the political party said no, that we are not going to be here to allow this type of thing take place, which will now bring problem to us at the end of the day.
Very good, Dr. Ani. In view of the logjam and the current scenario, earlier you mentioned no one should set Enugu on fire. Whom exactly were you referring to?
I am referring to my brothers and sisters in Labour Party. They are the people I'm referring to, because the way they are taking this thing, they are taking it too personal. We are all from Enugu State, and we are not going to run away to another state. Enugu is our home, and it is our duty to maintain this peace and tranquility in Enugu. How can we, just because of election? I contested in the March 18 governorship election, and PDP has been declared winner. We are not saying that nobody should exercise his franchise in the court of law. They are quite okay, they are quite right to go to courts or to the tribunal to seek justice. My party equally did that at the national. So here we are not saying that all this propaganda going on, lies upon lies here, trying to discredit Mr. A or Mr. B in order to gain cheap favor or blackmail Mr. A or B. This is not it. It is not proper. This is not the best way to go. Yes, they are in the courts, and since they are in the courts, I believe they should now give the courts the room to exercise their right and then go to the end of it and declare the winner, declare their judgment at the end of the day. So why are they now taking laws into their hands when the court has not declared anything? I mean, it is very wrong. The what they are doing in Enugu today is quite awful. It's not good. This is not how brothers do. This is not, election is not do or die affair. I am not speaking in favor of PDP, neither am I speaking in favor of Governor Mba as a person. I am talking as a concerned citizen of Enugu State, that things should be done the right way.
Noted, Dr. Ani. Well, of course, we'll delve into other aspects for which we have you on here, but you mentioned that, that as opposed to inspecting, you saw that Labour Party representative was, opening up the machine and whatnot. But the other aspect of the question is that, is this your call to make? Are you the one who's supposed to call out the Labour Party for tampering with the machines? Is this not a role that Inec should be playing? Why are you taking on that role in this case?
Thank you. Inec invited all the parties, including PDP, to come and observe what was going to take place in their office. And we were there. As a concerned citizen, when I notice what is going wrong, that things are not being done right, I think I have the right to raise a concern about it. Or do you see anything wrong with it?
That's definitely your opinion, but like I mentioned, we'll definitely move on to other aspects. Thank you for your view on that. Now, let's expand to this conversation to what's going on in Enugu State. Of course, we know about the gestures by non-state actors in terms of the sit-at-home and whatnot, and how this is affecting those that are involved in various businesses. I'm wondering what you think will be the right gesture by the president. Are you content with what you're seeing happening with the Chief of Army's staff? Or do you think a political solution is more sustainable in the long run?
Well, coming to that aspect, I think what the president is doing so far so good. It's okay. The Nigerians are really, appreciating his move so far. And coming to what is happening in the southeast, especially in my state, Enugu, I think I cue in what the governor has said by saying that there should be no more sit-at-home in Enugu, because the actions of those people are really crippling the economy of the southeast. And Enugu is one of the states in southeast. I think with the stopping of the sit-at-home, though people are still afraid to come out to do their normal businesses on Mondays, but I believe that what the governor did is the best interest of the states and the citizens at heart. And we are supporting him. We support what he's doing, we support the decision, and gradually businesses are kicking off in Enugu, banks are opening, schools are on, workers are going to work, unlike what it used to be before. And I believe with time, gradually everything will come back to normal.
I hear you on that, but what about the issue of Nnamdi Kanu? When I was asking about political solutions, do you think it would be more sustainable to have him released? Would that be a quick fix, in your opinion?
Well, to me, I don't believe in multiple sit-at-homes before Nnamdi Kanu will be released, because to me it has no consequences on the people that are holding him, neither has it any consequences on the Nigerian economy. Rather, it is crippling the southeast economy right down here. All I am saying is that a political solution will be the best for both we and the whole of Nigerians, because the southeastern stakeholders, the governors, met last week, and I believe that with the decision they have taken in planning to go and see His Excellency the President, I believe that at the end of the day, after the meeting, there will be a fruitful result coming out from the meeting.
Very good, Dr. Ani, but still on the issue of non-state actors, EPA and his colleagues inflicting on the people in the region. From outsiders looking in, you can't help but feel a sense of helplessness on the regional leaders, the governors now. It's one thing to make pronouncement, but it's another thing to back them up with action. I'd like your reaction to that. You could have meetings, but that's as far as it goes.
Well, thank you. I think with what they have done, I don't see anything wrong in it because they just had the meeting and they may have, apply for an audience with His Excellency. And you know how it goes. It's not just something that will get up now and go and meet him. So there must be a protocol towards that. And I believe that when the president gives them audience, they will go there, discuss with him, and an amicable solution reached.
Duly noted. Now, there has been some criticism regarding appointments by the Enugu State Governor, and that's in terms of zonal spread of key positions. Do you see reason with the critics of the governor? Are you content with the way the appointments were made?
Sometimes I laugh at certain issues when people raise frivolous allegations or raise unnecessary alarm over nothing, because the governor just came in and then decided to appoint just few persons, about 20 of them, and he was able to spread the appointments. And I don't know what people mean by some sections not getting. All the 3 senatorial zones in Enugu were duly represented. So if somebody is saying that some sections were not represented, that is a total lie. I don't agree with that, because the commissioners are yet to come up, other appointments are yet to come up. So what are they hurrying for? Why are they so much in a hurry to condemn him or to say that he has done what is wrong on this issue? I don't believe that.
Very good, Dr. Ani. Still talking about the political dynamics in Enugu State. Let's talk about your party itself. How are you endearing yourself to the electorate? You're in the opposition, but what are you doing currently, to foster your prominence in the region, especially in Enugu State?
Well, we in the opposition in Enugu, we have been thriving and doing what we are supposed to do according to Constitution of Nigeria and the Electoral Act as stipulated. We cannot, go against the Constitution or the Electoral Act as stipulated. We are doing our normal best, and we have our members right there scattered in all the 17 local governments of the states, all the wards, and all the polling units. And it's unfortunately we did not win the election, but that does not mean that we cannot win tomorrow if something else comes. So we are doing our best, and we believe that tomorrow will be better.
Fantastic. Now, as we tie this up, we'll go back to the initial subject for discussion when it comes to what you deem, tampering of the Bivas machines by Labour Party. If it's found that the Labour Party was not necessarily tampering but inspecting, would you be looking to probably, come and retract your statement or even an apology if it's found that they were actually inspecting and not tampering by your standards?
Well, I don't know. To me, what you're saying is out of it, because from what we saw in the court order, paragraph 8 of the court order says that they should be allowed to inspect. We did not see where they say, open up the Bivas and operate on it. My dear, if we see such a thing, why would we object to it? Why would we? We would just allow them go ahead and do what they want to do according to what the court order said. But here the court order said, inspect. Inspect. In case I may not know what inspection is, you can as well tell me better.
We all know that the court mandated Inec to allow the Labour Party inspect the Bivas. And when the Labour Party went for this inspection, Inec insisted that PDP must be present. We know that Enugu State is for Peter Obi. We all saw how Peter Obi cleared all the states in the southeast. No doubt the same thing happened during the governorship election, but you can see what they are trying to do. So all eyes must be on Enugu State. Let's see how all these things play out. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.